177 years ago today, Lieutenant Governor Henry Charles Darling dies while in office in Tobago. It's a position he's held for the past 12 years from 1833, and the position before he arrived was actually called Captain Governor General Governor-in-Chief, some crazy thing like that. But when he comes, that's when we first see the role being called Lieutenant Governor. Now, it was a very challenging lieutenant governorship. In essence, they didn't have much power, even though on paper they seemed to have a lot of power. The lieutenant governor was really almost impotent, honestly. They would always be fighting with the House of Assembly because the House of Assembly was really in charge of the money, right? So the lieutenant governor had to go to them in order to get anything done. And at that time, the House of Assembly was mainly occupied by planters and attorneys. But we do get some interesting tidbits coming out of his lieutenant governorship. One is that he proclaimed the end of slavery in 1834 and also proclaimed the end of the apprenticeship period in 1838 for full freedom, August 1st, 1838, right? Also, we get an insight into what life was like in mid-1800 Tobago. He talks about the phenomenon where white planters are marrying Tobago colored women of status. He outlines one story in particular of James Keene, the police magistrate, who marries a Frances Collier, who was the daughter of the Solicitor General. She had been educated in England, so she was definitely part of well-to-do Tobago society. And all of this is according to Susan Craig's book, The Changing Society of Tobago, and her other book, The Evolution of Society in Tobago. The other thing of interest about Henry Charles Darling is that he came from an army family. So his family was really filled with career servicemen. And so you had his father, who retired as a lieutenant. His brother was also a lieutenant governor in New South Wales. His son ultimately was knighted, but he also had held a number of high-ranking positions around the colony as lieutenant governor in St. Lucia, Jamaica, Cape Colony in South Africa, and Victoria, Australia. If you want more Tobago-friendly content just like this, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, interact in some way, but just don't do nothing.